Miss Loudon, and as head teacher of Whitburn Academy, it's my responsibility to ensure that everyone in the school is safe. The health and well-being of pupils, staff and the wider community is my absolute priority. It's therefore really important that we all adhere to the risk measures that have been put in place to protect us all. We all need to follow physical distancing, one-way and hygiene measures, and now we also need to protect other people by wearing a face mask. Please watch the video that follows, explaining why we should show compassion and use a face mask, and please think about the part that you can play in keeping us all safe.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss Forbes and I'm a geography teacher in the school. I'm also the Pupil Equity Fund Health and Wellbeing Coordinator. That means it's my job to try and ensure that everyone stays safe in the building and reaches their full potential. We believe in the school that the best way of doing that is to ensure that all pupils and staff stay in the building, avoid local lockdowns and stay healthy so that we can all be in the building together, learning together. I've also got a personal reason why I think we should try and reduce the spread of COVID-19.
This is my youngest son Ronan, he's 13. He became ill with a virus around 6 years ago. His lungs became infected, leaving him with a rare condition called bronchiectasis. This created permanent damage to his lungs, making it more difficult for him to breathe, and it leaves him at risk of infection in his lungs as they no longer work properly. He only has 60% of the lung function of other boys his age. To prevent further damage, he will need to use antibiotics for the rest of his life, carry out chest physiotherapy every day with a compression belt and PET mask, and he also has to use a nebuliser to shift mucus and keep his lungs clear. At this time of the year, if he catches a simple cold, he can end up in hospital. He has to have an operation called a bronchoscopy to remove the mucus from his lungs so it doesn't become infected further, and he also has an IV line fitted to push antibiotics directly into his heart. He has to take time off school for all of these procedures, and I can then administer his IV injections to give him antibiotics at home. All we can do is hope that these procedures continue to work to prevent further damage each time he becomes unwell. Ronan and our family understand that the consequences of him catching COVID-19 would be really serious, so my other children moved out of our house during lockdown to protect him. He can never share anything that other people have touched, as this risks infection. He wears a mask to protect other people, even although he has difficulty with his breathing, but his mask does not protect him. He relies on everyone else wearing a mask to stop the spread of infection to him.
The only good thing about being in hospital is that my mum buys me a pizza or takeaway to cheer me up after my operation. Please wear a mask to protect my mum so she can protect me.
I come to school every day with all of your other teachers so that we can all give you the best education possible. None of us want to be at home doing home learning, but it worries me every day that I'm surrounded by hundreds of people that are choosing not to wear a mask. I don't want to be responsible for passing the virus on to my son Ronan, so I'm asking you all to please wear a mask.
Hi, I'm Miss Stephen and I'm a chemistry teacher at Whitburn Academy. If you've seen me around about the school anytime recently, you'll notice that almost all of the time I'm wearing a mask. I've been wearing a mask. I decided to wear a mask from quite early on when the pandemic started, so I've just been wearing a mask from the start and I've got really used to it now. I barely notice that it's there. For me personally, I think if we can wear a mask, if we're able to wear a mask, then we should. And the reason for that is it's been quite widely documented that people can have the virus and not know they've got it because they don't have any symptoms. So for me, I want to wear my mask as often as I can because I don't really want to be responsible for possibly having the virus, not knowing I've got it, and then transferring the symptoms to any of my pupils, colleagues, work colleagues, people around about the school. So I feel it's really important that if you can wear a mask, that you please do. It's also important for me to protect my sister. We live together at home and she has in the past year or so developed an unusual type of diabetes. She can't be classed as type 1 or type 2 and this means her diabetes can be very difficult to keep under control. She has to check her bloods up to 20 times a day and inject insulin regularly. People with poorly controlled diabetes or who are elderly with diabetes are 4 times more likely to suffer seriously if they catch the virus. I'm hoping that everyone at Whitburn understands the importance of wearing a mask and will do their bit to stop the spread of the virus in the school.
I'm Miss Ho and I teach in the music department of Whitburn Academy. I'm a member of the BAME community, so this means the Black, Asian and minority ethnic groups. Being part of the BAME community means that I and other people in this group are disproportionately affected by COVID-19. There's been research to show that people from BAME backgrounds are at a higher risk of contracting the virus, twice as likely to develop serious complications and have higher death rates. This has meant that I have to be more cautious doing everyday things that lots of people are doing, and I rarely get to go home and visit my parents, family or friends through fear of passing on the virus. In Whitburn Academy, there are many people who may be in a vulnerable group or may have family members who are. Every single person wearing a face covering helps to reduce risks for all.
Hello, I am Faith, a 6-year pupil here at Whitburn Academy. I have an underlying health condition. I have asthma. This causes me to have long periods of time off of school. I am unable to wear a mask due to the severity of my asthma, but I would wear one if I could, as I understand the need to protect others. I have to attend hospital appointments regularly, so I can't afford to develop coronavirus symptoms. I and others like me are therefore relying on everyone in the school to wear a mask to protect us. We need to be in school to gain the appropriate help from our teachers so that we can do well in our National 5 and higher exams, rather than risking going into another lockdown and having to work from home again. So please remember to wear your mask.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm one of the school cleaners. My children attended the school and I, along with all my family and friends, live in Whitburn. I work really hard to keep everything in the building safe by cleaning touch points throughout the day.
My dad is 81 and has a chronic lung disease, COPD. I need to keep him safe as well as everybody here.
I am asking you to please wear your face mask. It makes all the difference to keep us all safe. My dad, everyone here, all my friends and family and the Whitburn community. Thank you.
This could be your brother, your sister, your friends, your mum, dad or carers, your grandparents. We are your teachers and we all need to protect each other to keep us all safe.
Masks won't work if you wear them incorrectly. They need to go over your mouth and nose, because it's when infected people sneeze, achoo, or when they talk loudly, cough, or sing that they spray droplets into the air and COVID-19 can spread. So if your nose is sticking out, it's easier for droplets to get out. Same if you don't cover your mouth. Minimise the gaps. And yes, you've got it. You're minimising the droplet spread. Now, because you can have coronavirus but also not have any symptoms, the advice is to wear masks anywhere you can't keep your distance from other people. No, not like that. Like this. Do not touch any part of your mask apart from the straps in case you contaminate it. This includes pulling it up or down and resting it on another part of your head. When you've finished, take it off from behind and store it where you can't contaminate anything else, and wash your hands. Single-use masks go in the bin, but you can wash homemade coverings regularly using your normal detergent. But remember, face coverings alone won't stop coronavirus. You need to keep regularly washing your hands, catching coughs and sneezes, and practicing social distancing.
The stress of worrying about COVID and the impacts it can have on yourself, your friends and family affects everyone. In some cases, it can seriously affect your mental health. This is why we all need to be heard.
No one enjoys wearing a mask, but our community has spoken. The only way that we can ensure the safety of us all is if everyone plays their part. In school, keep your distance, follow the one-way systems, and maintain hygiene and sanitising your hands and disposing of your litter properly. Please think of others. We all need to show compassion, so please, act with integrity and do the right thing. Show that you respect yourself and everyone within the Whitburn community.
Please do your bit to keep us all safe.
Wear your mask!
Please think of others. Please wear your mask. Thank you for helping to keep everyone in our school community safe.